So Diz, I, and
Hey, G. Miss you at Ripsaw. Diz, Jesus, and myself are killing the lobbies. With you, we would wipe them out.
I don't know. We'll try this one. Try to keep up.
4 seconds. Holy shit. Gee, you're fucking fast.
trying to remember where it is. seldom I seldom see it. It's always a simple little. It's always.
The trick is getting the ratios right.
Gotcha.
I've seen so many different people's videos with gear ratios. Half of them don't even know how to fucking gear.
Gotcha, purple. Yeah, I got the gear ratios down. There's so many different ones, but I hear purple. Thank you, bro. Hey, Purple.
Man.
All right. Yeah,
Hey, finally. Much better than the fucking game.
that fucking mic don't work in a lobby.
It's horrible.
Yeah, they said they were gonna fix the fucking thing.
They don't want to fix shit on this game.
Well,
I've
go ahead.
I've already tried reading and going to support. They don't give a shit. They're more interested in Ride 5.
Well, yeah, they put all the investment in Ride 5, so they're focusing on that. Yeah, I figured Ride 4 is going to be declining more and more, I noticed.
More and more, yeah. But the thing is that everybody that I've seen and read say stay with Ride 4 because Ride 5 ain't worth the shit.
Yeah, I'm hearing from everyone, from people that we ride with, that Ride 4, you can't turn the fucking bike. It's too hard to turn.
Yeah, that's what I heard, and then I watched a couple of videos. The only thing that was more of an improvement is the video. That's it, quality of the track.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I got you. Yeah,
But
they try to compete with MotoGP, but they're two different races and bikes altogether.
I know. And the fucked up thing is they didn't even put Spa, one of the world's fastest, biggest fucking tracks and most ridden on motorcycles, and they don't even put it in the game.
Which one is that?
Spa.
You
ever seen Spa?
No.
Oh, it's a fucking track, dude. There's a straightaway on Spa. You could get up to 300 miles an hour easy.
How about do they have Dubai?
Yeah, they have. Well, not as far as ride games are concerned. I'm only talking from experience. As far as I also do racing sim cars. I do Assetto Corsa, and I also do a free one that's called Race Room. That they give you a basic set of cars. I turned a couple of my friends onto it. They all like it. They just hate it because they can't beat me. But that's because I've been playing. That's because I've been playing for so long. I've played that game for over 2 years. So.
Oh yeah, I got Race Room, and I'm learning Corsa right now.
Corsa.
Yeah.
Assetto Corsa. Okay, so here's the thing with Assetto Corsa. Unless you're going to dedicate yourself to not hitting anybody or getting into a room where people don't try to run you off the road, it ain't worth playing because it's basically a points type of game, and what they call track behavior is also included.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. So if you're like, I'm a 55 something and a 46 something, and that's low, and I've tried to build it up, but every time you get into a game, you get that one asshole that'll, even if they hit you, you get punished.
Oh, they penalize you for fucking around?
Yeah, no. Well, here's the thing: unless you go into a room that says practice room or whatever, it's still, unless you turn it off in your settings, you have to go into your options and go, before you enter the game, you have to shut it off so that it doesn't affect your rank. If you're going to play a ranked game, then you have to turn it on and then join the room that you want to go into, which most of the guys would rather play ranked because then you dwindle out the assholes, because all those guys are just going to fucking slam into you and cut. Now, you do get into accidents and stuff, you get fender benders, but once again, it affects your overall score.
Yeah, they should have that in Ride 4 about all these knuckleheads.
Well, they should also have an anti-cheat, but they don't. And it's real easy to hack that game. Coming from somebody who used to write hacks for a company back in the day. So.
I found some sites online that you can download Ride 4 stuff.
Well, there's
something.
Yeah. Well, that particular deal right there is basically what they call a keystroke, a hack. So basically, you go into the game, you start the game up, you load the program, and so you go into the game like yourself, a personal game, a single player. And then basically what you do is you ride in the game, you fall, and then you look at the program that you have running, and it'll generate numbers. Those numbers are specific to the game. So if you have a rider who falls down and you see the number, you can generate that number into a hack, making it an executable file. So it's how Hack said it. It's old school shit. So it's real simple. Basically what you do, and you'll notice this in the game when you're playing, you'll go into a game, everybody's at the starting line, everybody's sitting, all of a sudden everybody falls down.
Yeah,
You ever seen that?
That's happened to me.
That's a fucking hack. That's a fucking hack. That is basically implementing that hexadetic code into a fall mode. So like I said, you go into a game, you figure out what numbers cause what.
Gotcha.
You understand? And that number precedes everybody in the game. So if you're the host or you're in the game, you can run an executable file and it'll cause everybody to fucking fall down the game. So I couldn't figure out why the fuck I was driving fine, but every time I was in the game with this one fucking guy, I was always fucking falling down. Well, guess what? He was hacking. And he is a hack.
I know. It's like some guys pass, someone passes me, all of a sudden I'm wiped out.
Yeah, you're wiped out. Yeah.
Or the keyboard freezes.
Yeah, I'm going to buy a new fucking controller because first, it's old. I've been using it for a while now. It's a really good one. It's what the fuck do they call it? Myrtle Beach or some shit like that. It's got a headset plug-in. It's a really good fucking headset.
The Xbox one. This is my third one.
Yeah, this is an Xbox controller, but it's made by a company called Turtle Beach. And the top of the unit where your Xbox button is has like headset, equalizer, rumble control, aim point for like if you're going to play Call of Duty and you want to be real precise on your aiming, you can press a button. It'll make your controller more accurate with aiming and all that shit.
Wow, so it's more precise.
It's more gamers. It's more of a gamer's controller. Yeah,
and you can.
I used it. Right, I use the preciseness for the steering because it works better than the steering wheel.
What's it called?
I think. I think so. I don't know. It's opinionated. Turtle Beach.
Turtle Beach.
Yeah, it's a Turtle Beach. Yeah, Turtle Beach. It's I got it for Christmas. When did I get this, honey? Last year, 2 years ago. For Christmas. I think my wife bought it for me.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah, Turtle Beach. Turtle Beach is what it's called.
Yeah, you know what? Right for all they have to do is do an update. Get rid of all the hacks.
That and what would really, really, really be nice would be them to allow us to mod the game. See, they don't allow us to mod the game because all of the pack files are in an encrypted file system, so you can't open it up. That's what most of the modding community that I've looked at have said. And I look at it like changing bike skins and like doing crazy shit, like taking that Hayabusa and putting a stretch rear wheel on it like the street model. Shit like that, That's cool. Keeps the game alive and keeps people that play the game, that like the game, coming back and keep playing and making more mods. You inspire people to do shit. You know what I mean? But, most of these guys that make these games, they're not in for it for inspiring anybody. They're in for fucking money.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they want to go with what the masses want. But that's a good point. But, I don't know why there's not drag racing bikes. Why aren't there drag racing?
I wish they had a drag racing track.
I know.
That would be cool in the game. That would be fucking. Everybody'd be on it. They'd be like, fuck the tracks. Let's go drag racing.
Yeah, I like that. And then.
I even so they had Steam had Moto GP1 on sale for $2. I bought it. I like it, but nobody's playing it.
GP1. It's so old, dude.
I know, but it was. I like the way they have it set up in that game. You actually the everything, like you can tune the bike better. You can allocate the stretch of the bike, or the rake as you call it. But this what I just like the way they had it in that game. They should have incorporated that into Ride 4 as well. It's the same company, so I don't understand why they. Yeah, Milestone game.
That's interesting.
It's all Milestone. Most of these MotoGP games, MotoGP and Ride games, are all made by that company, Milestone.
Yeah, I like. I have MotoGP 22, but I don't know, something wrong. I can't access it for some reason. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But the thing about Ride 4 is all the newbies. Now, we're all new at one time.
Yeah.
But there should be levels of lobbies, right?
Right.
And number two, you should be able to. Well, you can have a private lobby. That's the only way to do it, right? Purple is to have a private lobby so weed out all the freaking idiots.
Well, that's the only. But the thing is that there's a lot of guys that are out there that aren't hacking that are actually decent drivers.
Oh yeah.
But then I've come into. There's a guy that under the name of Kekin. I thought he was a cool dude, but then last night we were like,
Keegan.
Everybody follows. Yeah, Keegan. Yeah, he German flag. He flies a German flag. Yeah, I was playing with him, and I don't know why, dude, but I think he found the hack, and he was hacking last night because I was in first place. I was riding with a bunch of noobs. I was up front, and then all of a sudden, everything was fine, and then we came out of the game, and then we launched a new game, and he entered the game. I was like, hey, and I said, hey, Kekin on the voice. I don't know if he heard me, but. And then we get into the lobby, and I'm back out front again. And then all of a sudden, he's in second place, and I'm like, man, he went from like fourth to second quick. So I'm watching the map, and I'm watching everything. And come around the second lap, and he fucking flies by me like fucking ungodly speed, dude. Like I was like, there's no way that bike goes that fast.
Yeah, I've seen some of those. I don't know what they call them. I don't call them cheaters. Well, they're cheaters, I guess.
I call it a speed hack because that's exactly what it looks like, a speed hack.
All of a sudden, you see them, all of a sudden in front of you, all of a sudden they're gone.
They're gone, or they're upside down flying in front of you. And I'm like, what the fuck? I swear to God, man, I was like, what the fuck? And I mean, he went past me, and I was like, okay, well, maybe it's just bad internet connection. That's all I could think, maybe. And I'm going around the turn and shit, and I'm coming around the turn. And then all of a sudden, and he's like not far in front of me, but yet when he passed me, he was like way ahead of me. And then all of a sudden, when I get around the turn, he's right there. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, but it's broken. That's all I could say. It's broken.
Yeah, well, I'm with Jesus.
No.
He's a Spaniard guy. He's a big Repsol guy. Anyway, so we have a Repsol team. I'm pretty sure you saw.
Yeah, I saw the jerseys that you uploaded, the picture on Steam.
Yeah.
He likes Repsol. I mean, Repsol's cool. Isn't that Honda?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's rather kind of fun riding in a team.
Well, yeah, I bet.
Some fast guys, you just take over a lobby.
Well, not only. See, here's the thing, though, man, is that it's like we were doing the other night. It was me, you, Venom. I think it was me, Venom, and who was it? You, and then Tampon, and some other fucking dude.
Yeah, I remember.
I can't. Yeah. Well, that was pretty cool. But the thing is that it gets boring quick because there's only so many people in the lobby. There's no competition, and so people get bored and they come back out.
What is race director? What's that about? You can open a lobby as race director. What's that about?
Race director is, from what I gather, is like if I want to host a game but I don't want to play. It's like a private. It's a lobby. It's like if you had a spare computer, and you wanted to just host a constant lobby where people could always access it, and there would always be a lobby up. That would be your thing to go. Like if you had an old laptop that you wanted to make just a server, you could do that and just use that for the game. You follow what I'm saying? I tried it the other day, and I was laughing because I was watching you and Venom ride, and I'm sitting there in fucking the back room. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I was
he's
like,
from.
where's my bike? I was looking for the bike button. Where's my bike? It don't have no bike. And you guys are launching, and I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah, Venom. He's from Bulgaria, Russia.
Yeah. Yeah, Bulgaria. Yeah, he's Bulgarian. Yeah, he's a cool dude, man. He was it was you. I met you first and friended you first, and then I met him really late, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I met him playing because obviously he's on a different time frame.
Yeah,
And then
he's quite the character. He was drinking he drinks like crazy. He started sending me all these videos of fucking women and shit. I say, dude, I'm married.
Yeah.
I can't look at that shit. Look, I'm not 16 anymore, dude. He was fucking.
Yeah, he did that to me the other day. I was like, "What's this, man?" I was like, "Look, I get all that." I said, I texted him. I said, "I get all that." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm more interested in the racing scene. I like racing stuff." And he's like, "Yeah." So I showed him some pictures of some of the cars that I built. He's like, "God damn, man, you built some nice cars." I was like, "Yeah, man, I've had a whole life full of them."
Wow.
He's like,
So
"Yeah,
you ride too?"
oh yeah, I was wrong. I worked for a gentleman that owned a car dealership. Bye, honey. I love you. Have a good day.
No, do you ride? Do you
Yeah,
ride bikes?
I used to, not anymore. I'm trying to convince my wife to let me buy one. She said
Good
she
luck.
can buy whatever you want, but she said don't kill yourself. Motorcycle. Yes, she
Well,
said
you're
motorcycle.
old enough not to get crazy.
I'll try. Yeah, I will. Okay. Okay. All right. I'll try to stop by. Okay. Yeah. So what were we talking about? I'm sorry, my wife.
Oh, about riding.
distracted me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So like yeah, I used to So I'm master tech by trade. I'm
What?
retired now. I own my own company. I own my own business. But I used to work on. I worked for Toyota for 25 years, and then
Wow.
retired from there, and then worked for Audi for another 10 years, and then this guy owned the company. He worked like an Audi dealership, and he and I, he come back in the shop one day, and he's like, "Hey, man," I was like, "Yeah," I was like, "I hear stories about you." I go, "What the fuck? What do you mean stories? What happened? What did I do?" He goes, "No, good shit." I go, "Oh, okay." You got me scared for a second, like I was some kind of freak or some shit. And he's like, "No." He goes, "Eric, I heard you know how to build, hot rods and stuff." I says, "Yeah, I built some real nice ones back in the day." So he's like, "Yeah, everybody told me they saw your photo album." And I said, "Yeah, it's in my toolbox. You want to go grab it? You can go look." He's like, "Yeah, sure." So he grabbed the photo album out. He's looking at pages upon pages of fucking photos I had of cars that I built. He's like, "Holy shit, man." He goes, "What the fuck are you doing here?" I go, "What? I'm working for you." And then he's like, "Would you like to be on my race team?" And I go, "What? You got a race team?" He's like, "Yeah."
Wow.
I said, "What kind of car you got?" He goes, "I don't have anything yet."
I have a race team, but no, nothing yet.
I swear to God, that's what he said to me. And I said, "Okay." So he says, "Hey," he said, he says, "I'm going to buy you lunch today." I said, "Oh, thank you so much, boss. I appreciate it." He goes, "No, no, no." He said, "I'm taking you to lunch." I said, "Oh." I started cleaning my hands. I went over to the sink, started washing my hands. Got in. I was like, "Oh, I'm going for fucking." I had to go to my locker and change my shirt because I didn't want to be greasy and shit. I want to look nice for the boss, right? So we go to lunch. He takes me to fucking what the hell was it? Fire. What the fuck is it called? Not Firehouse.
Some
Subs.
high-end restaurant.
It's steakhouse. It was a fucking
steakhouse.
steakhouse. Yeah, fucking steakhouse. So he's like, "How do you like that?" I was like, "Yeah, I could do this." He says, "You can?" I said, "Oh yeah, I could do this every fucking day." He's like, I bet you could, big boy." He's cracked me up. So we're hitting it off, and I didn't expect it, because I only met him one time when I first got
Is
hired.
it the owner
Yeah, owner of the car dealership.
of the dealer?
Yeah, of the dealership. Yeah, Audi dealership.
Wow.
Oh yeah. So he turned around. He's like, Eric, this is why I brought you lunch. I said, okay. He says, serious note. He says, he goes, what's it gonna take to build a race car? I says, how much money do you want to spend? He says,
How much?
what do you think it's? He did. He said he asked me how much do you think it's gonna cost, and I told him, what's your budget? And he says, well, what's the budget should be? I said, well, what kind of car? He said, oh, I want a Corvette. No, he wanted a Corvette. He wanted a Z06. That was when the Z06s first came out.
Oh, okay.
And he says, a Z06. I says, okay, so what are we going to do? Buy the car from an auction or something? He's like, no, we'll just have a new one. I says, oh, how nice. So he says, why? He said, why do you want to buy a used one? I said, because that's what most race guys do. They don't go buy a brand new car and rip it apart.
Right.
I said, they go find a decent frame and decent body and fucking build on it. He says, is that what you think we should do? I said, yeah. I said, why the fuck spend all that money on a new fucking car?
We need to tear it down anyway.
Exactly. So we went to CarMax and shit. They had an auction down here in Atlanta. And we bought a Z06. It was wrecked in the rear, so I didn't give a shit because it didn't affect the steering. As long as it didn't bend the chassis or nothing, I wasn't really worried about it. So we got the car. Long story short, we spent about $100,000 in the car, and it was one of the fastest cars on Road Atlanta.
Wow.
Yeah, it still holds today. The fastest for his class is a GT1 and then GT2.
That's another thing.
SCC.
Cool. Yeah, that's another thing. Do you know of a good GT game other than Corsa?
Good GT game?
Yeah, GT. Cars, GT.
Yeah. There's a lot of them, man. It all depends on. See, the thing is that there's so many games out there. People don't stay with them.
Mm.
You know, that's the problem. You'll get a community like yourself. You like Ride 4. And I saw you when I first played. I was like, man, this guy likes to play. He's in almost every game I've been in.
Yeah.
And then when you'd go off, I was like,
I'm
man, where the hell
retired,
is
so
he
I
at?
got nothing to do.
Well, yeah, I'm not yet. I'm close to it, but I own my own company, so I work when I want.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
easier that way.
I'm gonna tell you something. This is you can keep this under your hat, but no one will know about it. A friend of mine's been working on this new race program because today's racing, like MotoGP and Superbike.
Yeah.
He used to have. He was a privateer in Superbike, and he told me the bullshit rules they have in racing is outrageous. In fact,
Oh yeah.
they're not okay. So they want to keep everybody the same. That's why they have restrictor plates on fucking NASCAR. That's why they have all these
Right.
fucking rules in fucking MotoGP, and they have them in Formula One. Formula One's the worst. First of all, you have to have millions to have a team. Number two is all these restrictions and shit. And he was so frustrated because I thought racing was to go faster, but
Then the other guy.
yes, but they want
Yeah.
to keep
Well, see,
everybody
here's the thing:
same.
is now they're
let me finish the
taking
story.
it out. They're taking that away from us because of the accidents.
Exactly.
That's the problem. Is that these families that lose loved ones in accidents,
No, I get
they're so perpetuated. They can't sue them, but they promise the families that they'll try to better the rules, and that's where it comes out.
Exactly. Well, he's
They-
coming out with a new race program. It's going to be called World Motor Clash.
Okay, cool.
So what this race is going to be is $1 million purse to first place. $1 million.
Woo!
Do you know what
Woo!
MotoGP riders get when they win? 25,000.
That's it?
I think
For
that's
risking
they
their
get
lives on that
100,000.
fucking rice rocket?
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, it's not. Well, I was surprised. Maybe it was 100,000, but it was minuscule to what MotoGP. Is
Yeah.
doing.
Well,
So
that's
so
the
Motocross
problem is
coming
that
out
there's
with-
not many people into bikes as they are into cars.
Yeah, but you know what? You and I know a bike race is way more exciting than NASCAR.
100 times better, and it's more intense.
Exactly.
But the thing is that they don't realize the risk that these riders
Well,
are
listen to
taking
this.
to go that fast.
He's changing everything. I've been involved with their talks for like 2 years now. They're trying to get investors. Right now, they got Keanu Reeves interested, and what's that guy? Norman Regis? Norman?
Oh, Regis.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking. Walking Dead dude.
Yeah. Uh huh.
He's big
Oh
time.
yeah. You're talking about the English kid.
Is he English? I don't know.
Yeah, he's like from over. He's definitely European. He's not American. Australian, maybe.
Really?
Yeah. He's not from here, man.
Norman Regis. Norman.
Well,
yeah.
I know the sheriff in Walking Dead was also from Europe area or overseas.
He is.
Not from America.
He's from Australia or something.
And the guy who was the bad guy with the mustache and the beard, carried the bat. He's from the United States. But the other guy drives the motorcycle with the bow and arrow. He's not from here either.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
he has a great show called Ride with Norman, Ride with Regis.
Yeah. He does motorcycles. He's a big motorcycle.
He's getting involved with this thing. He also got on board the former general manager of the Oakland A's. He's involved. So,
really?
Oh yeah, this is gonna come out. So it's gonna be $1 million. It's gonna be open class, dude. Open class. Bring what you want to race. You want to put nitrous on it? You want to put a supercharger on it? Whatever.
Well, honestly,
last place,
I could say this. Honestly, it's an open class, I can definitely see people building some ridiculous bikes, and
dude.
I would say what would probably win is either going to be the H2 or some sort of BMW bike, because they're just they whine so much, dude. They can go over the top when it comes to RPM levels. Now, back in the day, like that, you've driven the Sutter, right?
Yeah, hauls ass.
Okay, that now in real life, that bike will decimate anything on the track. Decimate it. That bike is stupid fucking fast, bro. In real life, that bike, you get on that. When you get on that, it's a four-cylinder two-stroke. Holy shit, bro! One-cylinder two-stroke's fucking fast. Think about it. One-cylinder two-stroke. Say a Kawasaki KX250 or the Suzuki 250 two-stroke. Both bikes, monster fucking torque. Monster torque.
You know what bike they don't have and ride for is the Kawasaki 500 Widowmaker.
Oh yeah.
Why don't they
have that bike? Because it's I call it the guys building the game. They're not interested in the bike. They're looking for the bikes that where everybody wanted, that popular bike. Not the ones that people knew that were very fast or had the most to offer.
Well, they got RDs.
Yeah. Well, hey, another bike they had in this game that I was pretty impressed with was the Martini. That bike surprised the shit out of me when I rode it in this game. I was like, wow, right? This fucking bike off the lines. Goodbye. I don't care what's behind you. You're gone. I don't give a fuck if it's another Ducati. It'll overtake that Ducati, even the V4. It overtakes the V4. But when in like after third and fourth gear, it's dead. There's no more power band behind it.
Yeah.
Top speed on that bike was, I think I ran around Daytona at 170, 171, 172. That's top speed. That's what I do at this game, man. I'll let you on a little secret. I take every bike that I bought, run it around the fucking Daytona about 6 times, see what my times are, check my gear ratios and all that stuff, and then I lock them in and save them for the game. That's it. Top speed on every bike. Yeah, I don't go to that extent. I know. You see, this order again. Discord. Yeah. Oh, you mean disco? That's what you should do. Well, here's the thing. I don't have time right now to do every single track with every single bike and do a thing. But I guess if you're bored, you can. At the same time, my thing is I took every bike just on Daytona, just do a circle track because it's going to give you your top performance on that bike. Meaning if how fast it's going to be, because most of these tracks that we're racing are long, fast tracks with short turns. But the shorter tracks, what you do is you do the complete opposite. So if your gear ratio is set to wide open on